Hello and welcome, I'm Anne. When Philip Yancey wrote his book Disappointment with God, he said that people shared, "I haven't told anyone before, but my life as a Christian has included times of great disappointment." Yancey found that for many people there is a large gap between what they expect from their Christian experience and what they actually experience. They expect their faith to stop them experiencing pain and suffering. But hard knocks keep happening. Those bring disappointments, doubts, and anger. Following the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami, Tim Costello visited the affected countries. In the utter devastation, surrounded by the despair, the trauma, the loss, he realized that God's power is not like our desire to move and shake the world. In each situation, it seeks to save the lost and what is lost. It seeks to liberate what is in chains. It seeks to heal what is broken, and it lifts up those who have become tired. God is a carrier of burdens, and it is a privilege that we have the opportunity to work in solidarity, compassion, and restoration with those whose burden is the greatest. "I believe that acts of God," he said, "are not the disasters themselves, but rather the people who reach out in compassion and generosity to the victims of such tragedies." Whether I like it or not, whether I am a Christian or not, I cannot escape the experience of loss, pain, hurts, and I share my life with others who cannot escape those things either. In the Old Testament, there is a book called Lamentations. It is a collection of 5 poems written to express deep sorrow over the destruction of Jerusalem. In relation to the book, one commentary notes that the writer saw Jerusalem fall in a siege. Enemy soldiers torched houses, raped women, and murdered children. He stood amid the smoking ruins and the stinking corpses, and he could not control his sobs. The Book of Lamentations teaches us to express sorrow from the whole of our hearts without losing hope. Sooner or later, everyone needs to know how to do that. This poet lamented the fall of Jerusalem. "This queen of nations has been made a slave," he says. "Each night bitter tears flood her cheeks. None of her former lovers are there to offer comfort. Her friends have betrayed her and are now her enemies. Her horrible sins have made the city a joke. Those who once admired her now hate her instead. She has been disgraced." She groans and turns away. In despair, the city shouted to God, "Please look and see how miserable I am. No passerby even cares. Why doesn't someone notice my terrible suffering? All day long you leave me in shock from constant pain." Then the city took responsibility for actions and consequences. "The Lord was right, but I refused to obey him. Now I ask all of you, look at all my sufferings. Won't you look and see how upset I am, O Lord? My stomach is in knots and my heart is broken because I betrayed you. I never stop groaning. I've lost all hope." Through his tears, the poet lamented, "How can I comfort you? How great is your pain? Lovely city of Jerusalem, how can I heal your wounds, gaping as wide as the sea? He called on the city to pray. Let your tears overflow your walls day and night. Don't ever lose hope or let your tears stop. Get up and pray for help all through the night. Pour out your feelings to the Lord as you would pour water from a jug. Beg him to save his people. He shared his own despair and also his hope. I tell myself I am finished. I can't count on the Lord to do anything for me. Just thinking of my troubles and my lonely wandering makes me miserable. That's all I ever think about, and I am depressed. Then I remember something that fills me with hope. The Lord's kindness never fails. If he had not been merciful, we'd have all been destroyed. The Lord can always be trusted to show mercy each morning. Deep in my heart, I say, the Lord is all I need. I can depend on him. The book Still Waters, Deep Waters makes the following observation. Unlike optimism, Christian hope doesn't opt out from the harsh realities. The reason for the realism of Christian hope is the fact that it is cast in the mould of the crucifixion and the resurrection of Christ. May the God who created this wonderful world with its myriad paths and its challenging crossroads grant you his firm direction. May the sun who brings light into the darkest valley heal your hurts and share your burdens. May the Holy Spirit, who has always breathed life and hope where there is chaos and despair, renew your soul and spirit for the day to come. Bye for now.